Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this pink sparkly makeup look using my Switch Beauty Unicorn Sauce eyeshadow palette. So first, as usual, I am just prepping my eyelids with my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot just to create an even base for the eyeshadows to go on top of. I'll be taking my Morphe Bronze Marker palette, and with the two lighter shades at the top of the palette, I'll just be setting in that primer. So I do this to set the primer in place because the primer is quite sticky and you don't want to just go on top of this with your colored eyeshadow because it will be very blotchy and very streaky. So the key is to always set your primer in place. Next I'll be taking this medium brown shade mixed with the more chocolatey brown shade, and I'll be applying these two colors into my crease as a transition. As I went on, I realized it wasn't actually necessary to do this. Although the Unicorn Sauce palette doesn't really have transition shades, with this look that I created, you could easily use some of the colors in the Unicorn Sauce palette as a transition, so you can skip this part out completely. Next, taking my Unicorn Sauce palette that is clearly upside down, I am going to start my eye look. So first of all, I'm taking this corally peachy shade and I'm going to place that into my crease. Now the shades like right from the start aren't very pigmented, so you do have to build up. I actually quite like this because at least that way you can build up the shade and not like accidentally put on a whole lot and then have to fix it later on. So that's actually not a bad thing. Just a side note, with this look you do not have to be too clean or too precise in your eyeshadow application because just this messiness gives it a very nice look. Next I'm taking this like burnt orange pinky shade and I am darkening up the crease with it. This is actually such a beautiful shade and you won't really tell just by looking at it from the palette unless you actually use it. It is a gorgeous shade. And with this you can easily build up a transition in your crease even though they aren't like the traditional transition colors in this palette. If you use a mixture of these corally pinky shades, you can create a beautiful crease. And always remember, the key is to blend out your eyeshadow and blend out your crease, especially when you are working with colors that are this loud. Next I'm taking this pink shade. It's like a mixture of a bright yet baby pink, if that makes any sense. And I'm just placing this into the crease, but I'm also going to be placing this on my entire eyelid. So I will first be working the shade into the crease, blending it out into the crease so everything is seamless there, and then just putting it straight onto my eyelid in no particular manner. So now I like to stop and just look at everything, make sure everything is blended, and just see if I need to build any intensity. Next I'll be going in with this shade from the palette. This is actually a lilac purpley shade, but it picks up very pink on camera. I think that's due to my lighting. And I'm just going to put this into the crease just to blend out the crease shades a little bit more. And I'm also bringing that lilac color as well as the baby pink color down onto my lower lash line just to even the colors out. Next I'll be taking this purpley plummy shade and I'll be placing this in the outer V of my eye as well as bringing it just slightly into the rest of the crease, and I'll also be dragging this all over my lower lash line. Now this purpley shade just just darkens the outer parts of the eye very nicely without having to add black. It just gives a very nice gradient. So as you build the color up, you'll notice the shadows where you've placed this plummy color, and it looks stunning. Taking this electric purple from the palette, I think this is such a beautiful color. I'm going to be placing it on the outer V as well as my lower lash line, also just to build up the intensity and to create that gradient and darken up the look on the outer portion of the eye. These purple shades are absolutely gorgeous and they look stunning on brown eyes. As I mentioned before, I like to stop, check, show you the progress thus far on what's going on with our eyelids, and then now you'll see I'm just taking a fluffy blending brush and I'll be blending out the outer edges of the eyeshadow just to smoothen everything and make everything even and blend perfectly. Always remember, the key to any look, especially bright looks where you're using a lot of eyeshadow colors, is to blend. Blending makes perfect. Next, I'm taking this darker purple shade and I'm placing this on the very outer part of my eyelids, just to create some depth and definition in the very outermost portion of my eyes. And the rule of thumb, as always, is to blend. Now taking that same baby pink color, I am actually not even going to use a brush, I'm using my finger and I am applying this straight onto my eyelids. Now you don't have to be precise or clean with this, just as long as you pack that color onto your eyelids, then you can take your fluffing blending brush like I am and just blend out the shade. Okay, so taking the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, I am going to just place this in the center of my eyelids just to have a brighter base for what I'm about to do next. With this as well, you also don't have to be too precise because we will just take our blending brush and clean up the edges of this look so everything blends nicely together. Now I will be taking my NYX glitter primer or whatever, as well as my NYX pink glitter. So this glitter gluey primer thing comes out like in a paste. The paste is actually quite thick, so yeah, I wasn't really expecting that. So it's quite thick, and as you apply it, it starts to get tacky on the eyelids. I wasn't actually sure on how to use it, and so as you can see, this is the first time. And after it got tacky on the eyelids as I was rubbing it in, I just picked up some of the glitter on a flat brush and I'm just packing that glitter onto my eyelid. Now you do not rub, you dab. So you dab, you pat the glitter onto your eyelids. Bear in mind, with this NYX glitter, there was quite a bit of fallout on my face. But luckily for me, I wasn't going anywhere. This was like 11:30 last night. So had I been going out, I would have looked like a disco ball with all the glitter fallout that was on my face. But here you can see me just packing it on slowly, just to build up all that glittery goodness. You can always go in and look at where you need a little bit more glitter, then you just pack that onto your eyelid, so you're totally covering up that concealer shade below it. Then all I did afterwards was just take my fluffy blending brush and just clean out the edges. Now you can see this looks a bit yellow. All I did was just shine my cell phone light onto my face just so you could see the sparkles, and this is with my cell phone light off. Okay, so next I'm just taking my Maybelline black eyeliner and I am tight lining as well as lining my waterline with this eyeliner. Next I'll be taking my NYX matte liquid liner and I will be drawing on a big bold wing. I feel like with this look, because it's so bold, that if you do not add a wing, it will just look so off. So I am just quickly drawing a wing, and yeah, that's what it looks like after we have winged out our liner. So next I will be taking this sort of like a creamy bone shade color, kind of reminds me of Max Brulee, and I will just be placing that onto my brow bone, and then I will just blend the brow shade into the crease shade so everything is seamless. Next I'll be taking this brush with a little bit of the pink shade and just evening out the crease eyeshadows on both sides, and this is actually the brush from the Naked Heat palette. It's actually quite nice. So after I've done that, I will be taking these lashes. Now these are actually from Miniso. They were like 30 rand for 5, and I'll be using these lashes today. So first, before we apply our lashes, just a quick coat of mascara on our top lashes before we apply our falsie. Lashes are on, as you can see by my weird face. So now once the lashes are on, I'm actually going to apply mascara onto my lower lashes. So these lashes, okay, let's not fool anyone, they feel cheap. They are cheap, I mean, it is what it is, but they are actually really nice, very lightweight, and they stuck. Okay, so now moving on to lips, I'm using MAC Whirl as well as MAC's lipstick in the shade Snob. You can overline your lips if you want to. If that's something that you do, then you do you boo. But I'm just normal lining my lips. But I am going to contour them. So that's like where you draw this little line down the center of your bottom lip, or like I'm doing my top and now I'm doing my bottom lip, and then you just create these sort of lines down your lip, and it actually creates a contour, makes them look a little bit more plump. And then we can go on top of that with some of our lipstick. So I applied the lipstick first, and then I went back in with that lip liner just to even out the edges. So that's all from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this look. I also hope you like it. I think it's beautiful with the glitter and how well this palette actually works. It's quite beautiful. All the shades are very pigmented, and yeah, it's really stunning. So if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.